Welcome back. And we've been talking with Debbie Love about the upcoming 5th Annual Men's Health Forum out at the Baxter County Fairgrounds on Thursday, May 16th, all-day adventure. I mean, it's 8:30 to 2, and what a day you've got planned for everyone. It's just going to be wonderful for the gentlemen in the community. They need that. They need a clubhouse of their own.
It's their day. And you know what else we're bringing out? Some boats.
Oh.
Some ATVs.
All right. Big toys for the boys.
And I'm working on, we hope we can get a motorcycle that's been featured on the Discovery Channel.
Oh, my goodness. That would be great. You go, girl.
I want to see it if nobody else wants to see it.
If anyone can do it, it is Debbie. Debbie just absolutely doesn't give up until she
give up.
finds,
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't give up until they say go away, and I say, well, give me what I want, and then I'll go away.
And 9 times out of 10, you get it.
That's right.
Well, we've been talking about, on one of the things that you're going to be having then, you would mention that there's a question and answer with the doctor's panel and the various physicians that are going to be there. And looking at this, I'm looking at Dr. Adam Newman, plastic surgeon, but he also specializes in hands, which a lot of folks don't realize that, I mean, that is such a specific specialty.
Very much so.
So, I mean, and I'm always thinking these guys out there probably doing a lot with their hands, whether it be fishing, whether it be, doing something with power saws, anything to do with the hands, where he can answer those questions.
Absolutely.
And Dr. Nice, ear, nose, and throat, also is certified, one of the few in the state, and I can never say the word. I apologize, doctor. I'm not even going to attempt it. But he is in charge of our sleep lab at the hospital. So if you have sleep apnea or symptoms or signs, or your wife is always punching you in the side saying, roll over, honey, you snore, or you stop breathing in the middle of the night, he can address all of those questions as well. Just a multitude of things here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is wonderful. And when we were talking during the break, pharmacist Danny Ponder with vitamins and supplements and entitled What You Need to Know, that's really an area that needs to be explained to people.
Absolutely. If you I study things a lot. I teach a little healthy eating class, and every week it's something different. I mean, it's take vitamin D, take vitamin E, now take fish oil, and it's very confusing. And the other thing that we don't know about is the possible interactions with any kind of medications that we're taking.
Right. People for the longest time, doctors were baffled by their patients. Now, I'm talking years ago, but when the big push for green tea came out, people didn't realize it's a natural blood thinner. So if you're on Plavix, you've now thinned your blood even more.
You've really thinned it.
So and that, of course, is not what your doctor wanted you to do. So, but no one realized
at the time. Right.
So that's why the over-the-counter can absolutely interact with your other medications and cause some real problems.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and some of the gals and guys watch some of and I'm not going to pick on any of them, but some of the TV shows, and those kinds of things can, sometimes they bring up a different thing to take almost every day.
Yes.
And that's okay, but you just have to be sure that it doesn't cause an interaction with your Coumadin or your Plavix or your thyroid medication or anything that you're taking, because you don't want to mess that stuff up.
Well, let's see. I'm thinking over the years there was red pepper, was beneficial, cinnamon.
Right.
You got to be very careful with cinnamon in large doses. It can kill you.
Yeah.
I'm talking large doses, not the sprinkle on your on your cake or something. But I mean, there's just all sorts of things that by themselves don't seem harmful, but absolutely, if the quantity is too much or they interact with something else, you got a problem.
Yep.
So.
And a lot of times, over at the Mruk Center, people will come in and say, I just went to see Dr. whomever. And I'm like, well, don't you also go to another doctor? And the light bulb goes on, and I'm like, are you taking a list of the drugs that this doctor has prescribed for you to put it with those drugs? Because you never know when they're going to interact.
Right. That's why it's important to
Yeah.
make sure. That's where the pharmacist comes in.
Absolutely.
I mean, bless our pharmacists.
Yep.
You know, we've got incredible pharmacists right at the hospital, and we all rely on our pharmacists.
Very much so.
And you know, yeah, because that interaction is incredible. But I mean, people just think, oh, it's a vitamin. What can it do?
It's no big deal.
Yeah. So.
And that's one thing I put a little plug in here for Dr. David. You know, we know him and love him. And one of the things that he has people do is bring in all their medications.
Oh, Dr. Lipschitz at the Fairlamb Clinic,
Yeah.
yes, when he's up
physically put them in a
Yes.
bag and bring them in so that, you know, it's okay to bring a list, but it's better if you physically bring them so that he can actually see what you're taking to make sure that the interactions aren't taking place. Because unfortunately, a lot of times they are.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can take you off of some of the things. So
Yeah, you can overdose on vitamins. You can overdose on anything that you take.
That's right.
So, so it's so important. It's so
Yep.
crucial to make sure that you really, truly understand what you're putting in your body.
That's for sure.
Not only your regular prescriptions, but
That's right.
all of that over-the-counter stuff.
Be it green coffee extract or
Yes,
whatever
yes.
the latest thing
Yeah.
is. Yeah. And I'm not making fun of it. It's
No,
just that
but you're right. Absolutely.
there's so many things.
It's almost as though, well, being in marketing, I always laugh because it's called, well, you've got to get something out there on a weekly basis.
Absolutely.
So let's have the vitamin of the month, or the flavor of the month, or the
Yep.
cure of the month.
month.
To get rid of that fat. Is
Yep.
it bananas this week? You know, it's the list.
Or
just
hard-boiled
goes,
eggs,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The list just goes on and on. But I think I'll go back to my mom and dad, and their whole key was moderation.
That's true.
If you do a little moderation on most things.
That's true.
And
eating healthy and moving and
Yeah.
and it's okay to take, it's okay to take vitamins, but you make a good point. Everything's in moderation.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, when vitamin D came out,
Yeah.
or it came out as the thing, everybody was like, "Oh, I have to take vitamin D," and there's a blood test for vitamin D. So don't overdose yourself until you get it accurately read, because you can harm yourself with too much of anything.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what people don't understand. We rely, well, I'll just say it, too much on government as far as, wonderful that we have the FDA
Right.
that can hold things back or
Right.
make sure that what's going out there into the public for consumption, whether it's food items or whether it's medications, that kind of thing, they're definitely right there protecting us in so many ways, and or getting the word out when something, there's salmonella
Right.
or something needs to be recalled. But, the over-the-counter and the vitamins, they've flown under the radar for years, and we need to educate ourselves.
Absolutely.
So this is a great way to do
Absolutely,
it, gentlemen.
guys.
Get out there. Come on. No more than your wife on this one.
There you go.
Well, dear.
Did you know?
Did you know those vitamins you're taking?
That's right.
So, yeah.
Thursday, May 16th.
All right.
We expect to see you there.
Now, on the hearing, you've got the hearing test. Okay. And, glaucoma checks. That's wonderful. And you said the students are coming to do the balance and the blood pressure screenings, which is in itself, what a wonderful opportunity for the students. Come and enjoy that. They will probably be doing not only our plug-in electronic blood pressure cuffs, but we've been encouraging the students more and more to come and do the manual
pump.
Yeah, do the pump. That's good experience for them.
Right. And a lot of us, folks have cuffs that we use, so it's a good chance for you to come and get it double checked.
Yeah.
Make sure you're
because the one you have at home may not be
accurate.
as accurate as it needs to be.
Right.
So, and refreshments, and
Yep,
you said
we'll
our
feed
best
ya.
bank's coming again.
Yeah,
huh?
we'll.
All right.
Yep.
Now, and I'm looking now on you've got an agenda that's going on, and you've got, the welcome is going to be done by Paul Mruk, and is he not the new auxiliary elect?
Paul Mruk is the
president?
new auxiliary president.
Oh, right, for the Baxter Regional
He is.
Auxiliary. That's wonderful.
And
He's
you
a
couldn't
great
ask
guy.
You couldn't ask for a better guy.
Great guy.
Memphis, retired policeman from Memphis, Tennessee, Marine. Just all kinds of wonderful stuff. He's enthusiastic. He cares. He's just a great guy.
And some of you may know him. He does the strong men.
He does an AARP driving.
Driving, okay. All right. I thought he was doing a exercise program once. That was a few years back.
He started it, And we've got 2 big classes now.
Okay.
And that's another thing, guys. Come on over to the Mruk and you can join the Fitness for Men class.
Fitness for Men, okay. It's Strong Women, Fitness for Men, okay.
We don't want them to have the same names.
Yeah.
The women are strong.
Okay. But yeah, so he's going to be there doing the welcome. And then pharmacist Danny Ponder's going to have a few times.
Yep.
You got a break brought in there, which is great. It's
they can wander around and visit all the different exhibits.
Booths, all the different booths. So you've got this going from 8:30 in the morning to about 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yep.
Debbie, this is awesome.
That's a fun day.
Yeah.
It's a fun day.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to encourage everyone to come out. And if everyone does not realize this, I'm going to be the first one to say it. For you to get this many physicians to be able to donate a day of their time, good for you.
Thank you.
And thank you, physicians. We can't thank you enough for doing this. This is taking a day right out of either their clinic or their surgeries to come and do this, to answer your questions. Those things, just, now's a great time. You watch this show, and then you've got some time to think about, what do I really want to know about? What have I been afraid to ask in a group that was maybe husbands and wives?
Right.
And, okay, this is men only. That's why we do it.
We'll serve you lunch, but then in the education building, we'll pull the shutter down and you're on your own.
And you're on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, then the ladies are gone.
They're gone.
Gentlemen, just like we said, it's a locker room.
It's a locker room.
Don't be afraid and ask all of those questions.
Absolutely.
And even think about, for Walt Coleman, what do you want to ask an NFL referee?
Wow, yeah.
Because you probably have watched him on different games, on Sunday football games, so
He'll have some great stories.
Yeah, and guys remember all this stuff. They always remember the stats. They remember the specifics of the game. I'm always amazed. I'll play golf with my husband, and he'll say, okay, on 5 I did da-da-da-da-da, and, on 9 I did that. Well, remember? And I'm thinking, no. No. I'm done with that hole. I'm moving on to the next one. Why would I want to remember that one?
I'm thinking ahead, not behind.
But he can actually replay the whole game in his head. And realize what he needs to do to improve. And I'm like, wow. Of course, I don't take the game that seriously.
Right.
So. But guys, on the other hand, I'm sure they can probably pinpoint Mr. Coleman and remember back in back in 1992 and
some specifics.
Yeah. So I bet
it'll be a fun day.
All right. Debbie, thank you for putting this together.
Pleasure.
This is awesome, and for coming on the show and telling everybody about it. So, yeah. One more time, how do they get a hold of you, and dates, times, location?
Remember, it's on Thursday, May 16th, and you can start coming in that day at the fairgrounds in the education building at 8:30. And we'd like you to register just so we have enough food for you. And that number's 508-3880.
Easy number to remember.
Easy number to remember.
Right. Just call, get your name on the list, and I know that they've got a super lunch for you as well.
All kinds of fun stuff. Yep.
Thanks for joining us today for BRMC's Healthy Connections, and we'll be back. Maybe we'll be back next week with another show for you.